Live from Wish TV, this is The Zone, presented by Old National Bank.
Welcome to The Zone, everybody. We start with the top 10 matchup. Number 1, Brownsburg, hosting number 8, Fishers tonight. We pick it up in the third quarter. Dogs, Oscar Fry connects here with Leo. McQuillan, 35-yard touchdown. Brownsburg up by 28. Later in the quarter, Brownsburg facing fourth down. Brady Lewis takes the handoff, runs it right in for the TD. The lead is 35. Yikes. Tigers down, but still battling. Gage Sturgill rolls out, connects here with Vincent Rosie for the touchdown. But the Dogs dominate in all phases tonight. Kellen Miller's pass is picked off here by Ashton Smith. Brownsburg remains unbeaten on the year, folks. The Dogs cruise tonight. Final score, 42-14.
Last week, I felt like we struggled with our intensity and stuff coming out, and I thought we did a great job of that. We had purpose. We had a great week of practice, and this team's got a lot of growing in them now.
It's super special. I mean, I'm just super proud of the way defense stepped up tonight. You know, they stepped up in a big way, and we definitely saw it, but we had guys making plays all across the board on offense, defense, special teams, so things are clicking. When we're playing like this, it's a whole lot of fun.
My goodness, the defending state champions continue to roll. Hi, everybody. Good evening to you, and welcome to The Zone. I'm Anthony Calhoun. What a great night of action with Week 5 in the books. We are now over halfway through the regular season, and what a night. Coming up tonight, we have highlights, look at this, of 23 games. Look at all those games right there, 23 games. That's more than any other station in the entire state of Indiana. Also ahead tonight, plenty of great matchups, including a classic Mick rivalry. Plus, you don't want to miss FaceTime Friday, where we are joined by the winning coach from one of the biggest games of the night. And a little bit later, we have even more highlights on the way, the Zone Blitz. And if you're looking for the scores, hey, be sure you scan that QR code right there on the screen for the latest of the Central Indiana scoreboard. Let's get back to more highlights here tonight. And yeah, breaking news. Westfield, yeah, they want the banner. The Shamrocks on the road at HSC today. Scoreless first quarter. Deacon King gets the handoff, and look at his strength there. The senior refuses to go down, picks up a first down. Westfield is in business there. The Royals defense, though, steps up after that, though. Cooper Melvin lets it fly, but his pass is picked off here by HSC's Kenan Kelly. We remain scoreless. Second quarter, HSC finding some offense in the end zone here. That's Carter Reed with the touchdown. Royals take a 7-0 lead, but look at the score here, folks. It's Westfield that gets it done. They win tonight, 21-17, the final there against HSC. And coming up in just a few minutes, can't wait, it's FaceTime Friday, and we'll be joined by Westfield head coach Josh Miracle. We'll catch up with him coming up 11:30. At the bottom of the hour. Don't miss the great conversation. Should be a lot of fun. Meanwhile, Ben Davis hosting Warren Central, a game you saw on our sister station, Mighty TV Channel 23 tonight. And opening drive, Ben Davis rolling. Jeremiah Murphy picks it off here, and he's taking it all the way back for the pick six. Giants take a 7-0 lead there. Warren Central answers, though. Jack Quillen coming up here, throws it there to Zachariah Wallace, and he comes down with it. What a catch. Warriors win. Final score, 38-23, the game you saw on Mighty TV Channel 23. Pike hosting Lawrence Central tonight in a Mick matchup. Second quarter, LC up 14. It's a Santana connection for the score. Santana Allen hits Santana Hector for the touchdown. Third quarter, Bears up 21. Jamari Simmons powers his way in for the TD. Lawrence Central goes on to win 42-13. The Bears get the win tonight. The Noblesville student section fired up for their game against Zionsville. Eagles up 10-0 to start the third quarter, folks. Liam Salaka here fields it. No one's catching him. Kick return for the TD. Eagles up 17-0. He gone there. And then they weren't done, folks. A minute later, got a Hank Finnessy with the interception. Yep, going the other way here for the touchdown. Zionsville, my goodness, tonight they came to play. 30-7 the final. They get the win tonight against the Millers. All right, folks, that is 5 games down, but still more ahead here tonight on the show. After the break, more highlights are on the way. Hey, Andrew.
Hey, see, it was a matchup of unbeatens this evening in the Hoosier Heritage Conference. Up next, highlights of 5A number 1 New Pal taking on 4A number 6 Pendleton Heights. Angela.
Andrew, it was a Hendricks County rivalry night at Tri-West. Still to come, highlights of the Bruins hosting Danville.
I'm Will Ingledow.
And I'm Gavin Snyder.
And we love calling games on 91.3 WHAE, but we also love watching The Zone.
Wish TV's The Zone, presented by Old National Bank.
Okay, we're back here live here on The Zone tonight. Southport hosting Cathedral for homecoming. Irish off to a fast start. Cameron Coors, no problem, in for the touchdown for Cathedral. Southport looking to respond immediately, but Kyle Harden gets the sack on Mason Owens right there. Cathedral shuts out Southport tonight. Final score, 54-0 is the final. Okay, Anthony Calhoun back here on The Zone. 6 games down, but more highlights are on the way. Let's send over to Andrew. Hey, Andrew.
Hey, see, it was a clash of unbeaten teams tonight at the top of the Hoosier Heritage Conference. 5A number 1 New Pal entered the week 4-0 with an average margin of victory of 41 points. However, tonight the Dragons would face a fellow ranked team in 4A number 6 Pendleton Heights. Get this, the Dragons have not lost at home since 2021, and that ain't changing tonight. Game's opening drive, who else but Caden Jacobia. 23 yards for the touchdown, one of 2 TDs for him. It's 7-0 New Pal. Next drive, Dragons go to the air. Jacob Davis, a dime to Cale Butler. 43-yard pickup sets up a touchdown a few plays later. Nothing stopping New Pal. Dragons cruise 42-6. Now we had a top 15 showdown in 6A on the west side as Franklin Central battled Avon. Flashes led 7-0 after the first, but the second quarter was all Avon, and specifically all that dude. Andre Warfield finds the end zone right there. That gives the Orioles the lead, and there's more where that came from. Just before halftime, it's Warfield finding pay dirt again. 3rd touchdown of the quarter. Avon goes on to win. Final score 35-10. Carmel at home tonight, taking on Columbus North. And the Hounds not messing around. Opening drive results in 6. Andrew Pemberton not going to be stopped. He's in for the touchdown. Second quarter, this time Carmel goes to the air. Anthony Colner lets it fly to Spencer Sell, and the seniors making it look easy on senior night. Carmel wins big. Final score 56-7. North Central hosting the Harrison Raiders this evening. Panthers rolling in this one early. Demetrius Everett speeds in right there. That puts North Central up 14-0. Harrison would fight back though. Play action fake leads to a wide open touchdown. Lannon Nikolov to Chase Gothrop. Ties the game at 14, but it would be North Central that can celebrate tonight. Panthers take it 41-28. Bishop Chatard taking on Verbuff this evening at home. First quarter, Trojans up 7-0. Jack Harrington. Drew Swickheimer right here, and he scampers down the field for a good gain. Later in the drive, it's Danny Adams. Gets the ball here, and look at the moves and the patience. Finds the end zone. Trojans bounce back. They get a 37-6 win tonight over Verbuff. 11 games down, we're about halfway there, but for even more highlights, let's send it over to our Angela Morian.
Andrew, it was a great rivalry showdown in Hendricks County between schools located just 9 miles apart. Danville made the short trip north to face Tri-West. The Warriors won this game last season by a single point in overtime. Tri-West looking to defend its home turf. Early on, the visiting Warriors struck first. Min Vu up the middle and in for the touchdown. Danville goes up 7-0. Still in the first, Bruins have an answer. Off the play action, Jack Sorgi to Eli Morgan. Looking like his dad with that throw. Tri-West goes on to win a good one, 35-27, the final. 5A number 3 Plainfield looking to stay unbeaten as they welcome Greenwood on the west side. Quaker defense set the tone early. First quarter, Brody Clampett comes up with a tackle for loss, and check out the celebration. Okay. Ensuing drive for Plainfield. Bryce Seabank finds Xander Nadum. Nadum does the rest. Look at that. Leaves a defender in his shoes leads for a touchdown. Quakers go up 7-0. Plainfield rolls on for homecoming 49-14. Quakers Luke Starnes rush for 208 tonight. Guerin Catholic students, they want the banner. As always, AC hosting Roncalli. They're up 35-7, the Royals are. Looking for more. Colin Ash going deep. Luke Roeder coming down with it in traffic. The junior letting everyone know that's a first down. A few plays later, Ash just does it himself. QB sneak for the TD. All Roncalli, 49-7, the final. Perry Meridian welcomed Whiteland tonight. Warriors up 42-6 to start the second half. Falcons start flying though. Jackson Scotch going deep for Trayvon Darden. Look at this, 74 yards to the house. On the next drive, Perry still not giving up. Scotch feeling good. Airs it out this time to Colton Barker. He's down inside the 5. Falcons score on the next play, but Whiteland's control in the first half was just too much. 50-28, the final. Greenfield Central's Cougar excited for homecoming against Shelbyville tonight. Might need to look away for this one though. Running back Grantland Fitzgerald makes a nice cut, falls into the end zone for the Bears. They go up by 4. Final seconds of the half. Bears third down. Layden Fitzgerald, the freshman, lost a perfect pass to Camden Thoman, another freshman. Toman, I should say. That's a touchdown. Shelbyville threw that wham in a circle, but Cougars go on to win in overtime, 28-27. Decatur Central's been stacking wins, trying to make it 3 straight against Mooresville tonight. This certainly helps. Pioneer punt, gobbled up and recovered in the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Hawks go up 8-0. Quarterback Bo Polston back for Decatur after missing the last 3 weeks. He hands it off here to Hunter Harvey. Breaks through multiple tackles for a 24-yard score. DC dominates 73-27. AC, that's the second week Decatur Central has had over 70 points. That's wow.
Unbelievable, Angela. Thank you so much. Time for another break, but much more coming your way tonight on The Zone, including our FaceTime Friday conversation. Also, the excitement over the Zone banner is building. Find out how your school can win the award for the best school spirit. And when we come back, Angela, join me for the Zone Blitz, including Park Tudor hosting Shenandoah. That's nice.
The Zone Blitz, presented by Old National Bank.
All right, folks, so welcome back to The Zone. Now it's time for the Zone Blitz. We bring back in Andrew and Angela. You all ready to go?
Absolutely.
Here we go. Shenandoah on the road today, taking on Park Tudor. Third quarter, Shenandoah leads 27-21. Jarrett Hellman here to Cash Cowley. No problem right there for the touchdown. Shenandoah wins 41-21. Andrew.
Mount Vernon played host to Delta this evening. Marauders down in the fourth quarter when Mount Vernon's Mason Meyer fires it to Evan Privet for the touchdown. That cuts the Delta lead to 20. Delta just too much, though. It wins 40-20 tonight. Angela.
Cecina looking to get back in the win column after 2 straight losses. Taking on Covenant Christian tonight. Pick it up midway through the fourth quarter. Cecina down 2. How about not anymore? Bryce Mathis takes the slant 42 yards to the house for the go-ahead touchdown. Crusaders go on to win 27-14. AC.
All right, Angela, Lutheran on the road tonight, taking on Carton Ritter at Marion. And Mason Schrum here goes deep down the sideline to wide open Landon Hazelwood in the end zone. 50-yard touchdown. How about that? Lutheran wins big, 42-6. Andrew.
Beech Grove played host to Monrovia. The Bulldogs threatening early when Cohen Stinson takes it in from 4 yards out. Monrovia leaves Beech Grove with a 20-13 win tonight. Angela.
Game number 23, most in the state. Sheridan hosting Clinton Prairie. Blackhawks up 6. Hayden Alexander doing his best Jonathan Taylor impression with this run. Stiff arms a guy. He gone. AC took it right from me. 84-yard touchdown. Sheridan wins 40-6.
One more time, Angela. What is it?
He gone.
He gone. That's right. We're not done just yet, though. We're not gone yet. Don't miss FaceTime Friday after the break. Plus, our fan pick of the night. That's next.
The Zone banner, brought to you by Crew Car Wash, Bailey & Wood Mortgage Lender, and Yatvac. The Zone fan pick of the night, sponsored by Homemade Ice Cream and Bakery Cafe.
Okay, folks, here's tonight's Zone fan pick of the night. How about this? The Avon High School cheerleaders, they were outstanding. Student section was so good. Great seeing the Orioles, and their student section. Job well done. You know, this is what the students are competing for. The Zone Championship banner presented by Crew Car Wash, Bailey and Wood, and Yat-Vac. We are giving this huge banner to the school that is in the zone, has the best school spirit. Which high school is going to be the 2025 champs and claim the undisputed top spirit award? And this awesome banner hang up at your school at the end of the season. We're going to find out coming up very, very soon. All right, AC here along with Andrew and Angela. Time now for FaceTime Friday. We are joined tonight by the head coach of, the Shamrocks, Westfield. Let's welcome in Josh Miracle, joins us live here on The Zone. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's not easy. You've had a tough schedule this year, but I know you appreciate how hard your guys play today to get this victory here tonight against HSC. Take us through it. How'd you guys get it done? I know you're proud of the guys, right?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Just so thankful, just a heart of gratitude. You know, tonight our guys really fought. It wasn't always pretty, but sometimes you get in games like that, and you know, I was just blessed to see some of their resiliency come out. And I'd say shout out to our offensive line. I think those guys, you know, really helped us win the line of scrimmage in the second half. And you know, Deacon King, a big night, and almost 150 on the ground. And then our defense, you know, they just fought and kept us in it the whole night. Jadion Smith, big forced fumble there late in the game, and that really was a pivotal turning point for us. And you know, special teams, there's a lot of consistency, you know, throughout the night, with just kickoffs and some returns to give us some field position back after turning the ball over a couple times.
Josh, you mentioned the turnovers right there. You turned the ball over 4 times, HSC only once, but still you get a win. What does that say about this group that you can still get a victory in a game like this?
Yeah, I think we were trying to just take it one play at a time, and you know, I think it's hard to stay positive in some of those times when you're losing the takeaway battle. But we know that if we can force one back and regain some momentum, and I think our guys, you know, stepped up and just found some hidden yardage some other places, and again, just really proud of them for, you know, sticking with it.
Coach, a great win tonight, but you have an even bigger game next week going up against Brownsburg, a repeat of last year's state championship. How much was this date circled on your calendar for your athletes?
Yeah, I think, you know, our guys, we still are taking it one week at a time where we're improving and trying to grow. And, you know, they've done a great job in practices the last couple of weeks in particular. But, you know, that's the standard there. I mean, Brownsburg and Coach Hart and his staff, they do such a tremendous job. And, you know, last year we were, you know, knocking on the door and pretty close. So, you know, we got our work cut out for us, as we know they're even better, you know, this year. So we'll get to work, you know, enjoy this one tonight and get right back to it.
All right, Coach Miracle, hey, thank you so much for joining us here tonight on The Zone. Good luck the rest of the way. Good luck next week against Brownsburg, and doing a great job out there, my friend. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Okay, we appreciate him. Hey, doing a great job, as I mentioned, out there at Westfield, and you know it's going to be packed next week when they play host to Brownsburg. Folks, I want to remind you all, don't forget, you got to scan the QR code right there, our sports app. Everything you need to know about all the high school teams, live scores is right there on the app. I got the app.
Oh, I use it all the time.
I have notifications on. It's even better.
Well, push alerts as well. You got that. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here next week for Zone Week 6.